in crime, Carrie, today. She actually just had a little surgery yesterday, so she's doing well. She's looking good. She's coming together. And so if you want to, send her well wishes as well, because she can always use a little bit of positive vibes, right? So today is going to be a bit of a good one because it's all about the frequently asked questions. What is this business all about? How do we actually roll with it? How is it that we can actually help people while working with horses? And what's the logistics? So the logistics piece is kind of a big deal as well. We always want to make sure that we are letting you guys know how exactly are you even going to sign up for this course, or how is it going to do anything for you as well. So first and foremost, before we get rolling here, we will do our regular rigmarole of that lovely hashtag. I have to do it by myself today. Holy jumping tuna fish. If there is something that you guys think blows your mind today or really gets you excited about the course, please do let me know, because it's always good to hear about it too. Oh, I see we got a few people coming on. Good morning, Mike. Good to see you on. Also, share if you guys are thinking that this is great information, or maybe you know somebody that has thought about taking this course. Please do throw out the share as well, because sharing is in fact caring, if you can believe it. And then, of course, that lovely hashtag of We Are Life Changers. You know, in the state of the world today, I have to say there needs to be a few more of us coming out and changing some lives and doing some things in a positive way. And whether that's saying a kind word for the day, whether it's running EAL programs, whether it is just doing something nice for another human being, or taking the opportunity to even listen to them and where they're at in their lives these days, that's the type of thing we can do where we are changing lives every single day. So remember that every single one of us are life changers. And then, of course, if you are catching this on replay, throw in that hashtag replay for us as well. So then that way we can comment back to any of the questions that you may have too. If you didn't already know, my name is Carolyn Charles. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing, as well as an instructor and facilitator for the Equine Connection, the Academy of Equine Assisted Learning, Inc. As I mentioned earlier, my counterpart, Carrie, is just recovering a little bit today. So send some good vibes her way. It's always good things for her to have while she's recovering from her surgery. If you guys watch us regularly, you've heard us talk about the eye issue that she has. So she has a little skin cancer under the eye. Well, yesterday they snipped it all out. And she's not feeling super pretty today. I think she looks great, considering. But she's not feeling super pretty today. So send some good healing vibes her way. She probably needs that piece too. But what we do is we train people to do what we do, which is helping people change their lives while working with horses. They develop the skills that they need to be able to move forward, to be able to make that first step into that authentic piece of themselves, and really just start moving forward with their lives. And I have to tell you, best job on the freaking planet is this one right here. And why? Because it not only helps people with moving forward with their lives, but it fills our bucket every single time that we run a course. It's absolutely phenomenal. We always love to know who's watching as well. So thanks, Mike, for popping in the good morning already. But if you're on here, let us know who you are, where you're from. We always like to know that piece so we can give you a quick shout out as well. And of course, some of our facilitators I know pop on. So I always like to say good morning and hello to all of you as well. So with that all being said, let's get to some frequently asked questions. And I'm going to cheat and I'm going to use my notes because I can. Well, that's how it is. So one of the big ones that comes up is, what is this course in the first place? So the training is essentially so that you are able to start your own business, running your own equine assisted learning programs with your own clients. So how we get you set up with that is we have an online virtual portion that you would go through. And then we also have a hands-on portion. These pieces are really important. They work really, really well together to get you set up and prepped for how you're going to actually run your business and how you're going to make sure that you get your clients to success. Now, what these courses kind of look like is good morning, Colleen. What these courses kind of look like is it's people running through objectively driven programs. So obstacles that are set up in an arena, all on the ground while working with the horses to get to a specific objective. So that objective for the day could be communication, could be negotiation, could be focus, could be building relationships, whatever it is, that's what they're going to hit that day. And then we bring all of that learning and parallel it back to everyday life. And that's essentially what the course, in a very small nutshell, is going to teach you about too. One cool thing, I'm sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. Excuse me. One cool thing that we actually have just created for all of you guys as well is the course syllabus. So if you go and look on our website, which is equineconnection.ca, and you wanted to know everything that's involved in this course and included, you can go on to any of the trainings. So in the upper right corner, there's upcoming courses. Click on any of those, find the course that might work for you, and you'll see there's download the syllabus. The syllabus will walk you through what we do each day, what we are focusing on, and how it's all going to roll for you as well. So that's kind of the main, in a very small nutshell, rundown of how this course works as far as what you're going to learn and what you're going to be able to do with it after. It's kind of like a franchise, but you don't have to pay us fees, which is the really, really nice part, because we're there for you always. The support is never ending, but we really want you to get set up for success in your own business. So you have everything handed to you on a nice silver platter, but it gets to all be yours. So you don't have to pay us fees after, but you're still part of our wonderful group and our wonderful team. So to get started, how would this all roll as well? How do you take the certification course? There's two options. And I should let you guys know as well, before I get into all this, we have one course left in this year. And we have one hands-on training left in this year. So that's a very cool piece as well. That course is coming up in November, and I'm blanking on the date right now, but I will figure that out in just a moment. So that course is coming up in November, and if you get into that course, you can also get into the hands-on afterwards here in Calgary as well. So that course in November is the virtual course. So that means you're live with us face to face, but through a computer. So it's on a Zoom platform, and you're spending 5 days with us, usually about 6 hours a day. Plus there's homework at night as well. Good morning, Nicole. Thanks so much for joining. And within those 5 days, you are learning all of the theory behind equine assisted learning, behind facilitation, behind how people learn, behind how we work with horses. And I say work with, because we do not use horses in this program. We work with them. So that piece is all in this virtual training. So that's the first option, is you do it 5 days in a row online with us through a Zoom platform, where we are live. We're speaking right in front of your face. We see you, you see us. You can ask questions at will, and we don't pack those programs full either. We like to keep them to a smaller group, just simply because then we can get to everybody's questions and we're not running over time, and we're very cognizant of all those pieces too. Be prepared. There is homework every night as well. So the homework is going to be probably an hour or so at least every night, for you to be able to get prepped for the actual exam that comes with the course as well, so that we know that you know the information. What's also included in that is day 5, which is business day. Business day is huge, you guys. If you have not run your own business before, it's going to get you prepped as to what kind of business do you need to set up? Do you need to be a nonprofit? Do you not need to be a nonprofit? How is this all going to roll for you? Do you need other team members? Can you do this by yourself? There's every question you have. We will answer it on day 5 completely and totally and fully. And we are so transparent about it, even how we spent our money and everything else, the good ways and the bad ways that we've done those pieces. So day 5 is absolutely massive. It's a huge, huge day. But that's kind of how that piece works, where we are live face to face. The other option, if you cannot get 5 days in a row where you're sitting in front of us and we're able to talk back and forth, we do have the online at your own pace option. Now, this is a cool one too, for those people who maybe they can't, like I said, they can't get the time off to be able to run 5 days in a row, or maybe they're a different time zone than us. Some people have been connecting. We had people from Abu Dhabi come in, or anything else. So if you are at a different time zone, this one works really, really well too, because you work through it at your own pace. All the same information, everything is there for you. Loads of videos, loads of them. And you can do that at your own pace, so that it's on your own timeline. You can finish it as you need to. We don't have like a cutoff date that you need to finish it by, but we do say you want to kind of get started and rolling with it. So you can completely do it whatever time. If you're a midnight person and that's when you do your studying, throw it in, midnight it is. And there's loads of information in that for you as well. Plus, like I said, loads of videos that will help you, even if you are that kind of learner that still needs a little bit of the talk through. We're there to do those pieces too. The cool piece with the online at your own pace is that you can actually attend any other 5-day virtual course whenever you want it down the line as well. So as long as, even if you're in the middle of day of it and you're like, oh, okay, I think I need a little clarification here. So I've done day 1, or chapter 1, I've done chapter 2, chapter 3, horse 1, I need to know a bit more about that. You can actually just come and attend the day 3 of one of the virtual courses. So then you are all in for that piece and get all of the information and still sit face to face with us. So it's kind of like you can meld those two together, but either of those options are there for you. I forgot to mention as well, for anybody who's watching, please feel free to throw in any of your questions. I love lots of questions coming in as well, especially because I'm all by myself and it's like I'm talking to myself if you guys don't put in questions. So throw in the questions too. It helps me out. Yeah, any more questions about that? How do I take the certification? So those are your two options: 5 days in a row virtual online with us, or online learning at your own pace, where you take your own time, you do it at will. With that one though, just so you know, you have to finish one day or one chapter to get into the next one. So it kind of brings you through that way, which is a really nice factor because that's how you kind of have to go through the course as well. It's built that way. All right. Is the live virtual training structured times or whenever I can attend? The live virtual piece, that's the one face-to-face through Zoom. That one is structured times. So we have the Australia ones, which is in Sydney time. Sorry. Uh, Jane's going to be upset with me now. No, she won't. She's very kind. I can't remember what the time zone is called. Apparently my brain is just mush. And so I can't remember details like that at the moment. But with the Sydney time zone, so that's one course that we have available. Then here in Canada, we have our Mountain Time and our Eastern Time courses. So you have those 3 options to pick from, but they are structured. So it's 5 days in a row, usually Monday through Friday. And you're starting at either 7 a.m. Mountain Time or 8 a.m. 7 a.m. Mountain Time are the Eastern Time courses. So you Eastern Time folk would start at 9 a.m. And then the 8 a.m. ones that are Mountain Time, obviously you'd make the conversion from there as well. So they are structured. They online at your own pace whenever you want, right? So if that's more appealing to you, it makes complete sense. But I have to say, depending on the type of learner you are, it does make a big difference. I am the learner, I need to raise my hand and ask a question when I need to raise my hand and ask a question. Otherwise, the rest of it, I just keep going back to that question. So if you are that type of learner, I would strongly suggest you go for one of the virtual ones where you're face-to-face with us, because then that way you can ask all those questions. You can really feel like you're connected and you're moving forward that way. If you are the reader that you can read something and it's sticking with you and you can watch the videos and that all works, the online at your own pace would work beautifully for you too. So it really just depends on your type of learning as well. Am I certified after the virtual piece? So this is a big part of it too, because the lovely COVID has come in and changed our world so significantly. We've had to adjust how we do this. So if any of you have been following us for a very long time, we used to do everything in 5 days. So it was hands-on, it was the theory, everybody was together live face-to-face, and we just kicked it all through. I don't know how our facilitators actually survived that, now that I think about it, because there's so much information packed in. I don't even know. I don't even think we could go back to a live in person for the full 5 days one now, because there's just not enough time to get through all the information that we have. So that's how we used to do it back in the day. But now, because we've switched things up because of COVID, how it works is that you would do the virtual or the online portion. After that, we want you to start practicing. So we want you to practice your programs, get some guinea pig clients in, start trying out, how's this one going to work? How is that one going to work? Try your facilitation out. So even as soon as you finish that online portion, you are good to start practicing your programs. Then you have to get the 3-day in-person piece done, the hands-on piece, to be able to get that piece fully through for you as well. Because it's really interesting, like from the virtual, you'll know a lot and you'll be looking to your horses, but that 3-day hands-on piece where you have us walking you through it, it's phenomenal how many more windows it opens in your brain to be able to see how the horse is actually teaching, and these little subtle things that they do that are actually speaks. Like sometimes we miss those ones, but it's huge what they do for us and what they do for people as well. So that's where the hands-on comes in, and that's where you'll get your actual paper certificate. So yes, after the virtual portion, you do get to start practicing your programs. You do get to start rolling right then, but you get your actual paper certificate and you're fully certified with the 3-day hands-on after that portion. Good morning, Michelle. Nice to see you on here as well. So hopefully that helps you figure out what that means with your actual certification piece. And you have up to a year to do the 3-day hands-on. Now, again, why we've done this piece is because with COVID, if you are in a different country or if you're in a different part of Canada even, it's really hard right now to travel, right? So we've given some time, some leeway to be able to get that 3-day piece done. So you're still practicing in between, but you still have the opportunity to pick and choose when you want to come in for the actual 3-day hands-on training. And we are coming up with as well, for those of you who just cannot travel, and I know in Canada, we have some crazy stuff going on with who can travel and who cannot. And it's scary for people who are maybe in a different position than others. I'll leave it at that without going into any other political views or anything. But for those people who just can't travel, they just can't get to us, they just can't be able to do those 3-day hands-on, we are coming up with another option as well as to how that piece is going to be done, so that people who just can't travel, or maybe you can't leave your farm for 3 days because you're the only one running it. That's fair. We get that piece. So we are coming up with another way that we can get that done as well without you having to leave your home. We're just fleshing out the final pieces of it to make sure it's going to work for everybody. And we're still keeping that integrity of the course, because to us, that is absolutely huge. We have to make sure that we're keeping the integrity, and then all of our facilitators are coming out of the gate really, really knowing what they're doing and making sure that the safety of the humans and the horses involved are all right there and perfect as well. For anybody new who is joining, we're just talking about the course and the frequently asked questions about it. If you do have questions, please put them in the comments there, and I'm happy to get to them. And also let me know who you are, where you're from. I like to know those things. It makes me happy. All right. Is the 3-day hands-on portion mandatory? As I just said, we are coming up with that other option as well. But yes, this final piece is mandatory to actually get your certification, because we need you to see, to really feel, to let us go through those pieces with you of how the horses are really, really speaking. And it's so powerful. For any of you who are facilitators on right now, you know how powerful that piece is to actually be able to see it right before your eyes and listen to us facilitate, plus to be a part of being facilitated. It's interesting that we need to understand what it's like to go through the programs and to feel those programs ourselves in order to be able to actually strongly know what our clients are going through. Good morning, Lisa. And so we always want to make sure that we are doing those pieces as well, that we're actually going through a program, we're being facilitated, as well as facilitating others as well. Lisa actually just had our recent hands-on training out in Bethany there, which I heard was absolutely fabulous as well. So yeah, the 3-day hands-on portion is mandatory, as it is so huge, but we are coming up with that other option for people who can absolutely not travel. Does it cost more because there is a 3-day training now? Nope, it sure doesn't. So we have the same old pricing that we're moving forward with. It's not the 3-day it's not the time that we're really thinking about that you're putting into it for the cost. It's everything included. And yes, you pay now for your course, which is the 5 days or the online, and then the 3 days, but it's really like paying into your complete future, because you're not just done the course and then you never hear from us again. You are in with us forever. So it is like, you're not just paying for the 8 days. You're paying for the next 15 years or however long you want to be running this business in your life, because that's how long we'll be there for you for as well. So that's something to keep in mind with that piece too. Do I have to attend a specific face-to-face 3-day training? No. So if you took, we had one lady who took the hands-on piece in Sydney, and then she took the actual piece online with us, because that's just what worked for her for timing. And she really wanted to do the face-to-face stuff. So she was a night owl, and that's how she managed to make it work. But that worked for her. So even if you took a mountain time course, but you still wanted to do your hands-on training out in Ontario, that's cool too. You can pick from any of the locations that we have. And we have a few in the States coming up, Las Cruces next year, as well as Monson, Massachusetts, and somebody else I'm forgetting, which is Robin's Place. I'll come back to that too. Clearly, I don't have the brain for the memory piece today. That's just not working for me. Amy from New Jersey, nice. Thanks for joining us as well. Yeah, is there a payment plan is the next question. You betcha. So how the payment plan works, we understand that not everybody has money to just lay down like that. So how the payment plan works is that you pay 50% down. And then from that 50% down, you then have a 5-month payment plan after that, once you started the course. So we're not about the nickel and diming piece. There's no interest on that or anything else along those lines. It's just an opportunity for people to be able to have a bit of a payment plan, so they're not put out by putting out the money, but you can still start your dream career as well. This is a good one too. Computers and I don't mix. So for all of you who are afraid of technology a little bit, don't be. This platform is so simple. It's so easy. And we walk you through it every step of the way. It's just, you click on a link and that's it. So you don't have to worry about the technology side of things to be able to get through the course. We are there to help you out. And lucky for you, I'm pretty good at this technology stuff. So I've been able to get every single person on thus far that was having issues. So it's all good. We figure out the technology side of things, and you guys don't have to worry about that much either. Can I get a copy of my certificate for insurance? So if you are done the theory portion, and then from there, you're looking to get a copy of your certificate so you can start the insurance portion, but you haven't done your 3-day hands-on yet, no problem. We can get you a digital copy of that so that you can get that piece going as well. And as I said, any other questions you guys have, throw them in too, because I'm just going with our regular ones that we get to try to help you out with that too. Support. Support is huge. When we first started, we did everything wrong. I guess, well, yeah, not everything, but most things wrong when we first started out for the first few years. So we don't want you guys to have to go through those pieces and in feeling like you're doing something wrong, or you're doing it backwards, or you're marketing the wrong way, or you're spending money where you don't have to. So the support is huge in that we give you everything you need, absolutely everything. And not only do we give you everything, all of our facilitators who have trained around the globe do as well. We are all about supporting as a family. Everybody moves forward together, and everybody is just complete support for everybody else on there. It's not about if we could be competition and we could have people down the road. Wouldn't matter. We are all about moving forward for the right reasons, because that is helping people while working with horses and getting to work our dream careers as a side product of that, right? So, oh, Michelle, you are undefeated. Thank you. So these are the pieces that it really is. It's about lifelong learning. It's not about 5 days plus 3 days or anything else like that. It's about having the support as long as your career is going. So we have people who are certified. We had a lady who was certified in 2016, I think it was, and she just reattended one of our courses a couple of weeks ago because she just wanted an update. That's free. You don't have to worry about that piece. You can just come back anytime. If you are in the Calgary area or you're in and around us, say, hey, yeah, we wanted to come sit in on a program. Done. Come on in. It's all about making sure that you guys are successful in your businesses and moving forward that way as well. So that's kind of how the support piece works, is it's never ending. You don't have to pay for it continuing on. You don't have to do anything else extra. Well, that's a lie. You do have to keep up your hours. And that is just a part of making sure we have the integrity going in the course. If you stop practicing this for 2 years, you would need a refresher. So that's why we always want to do those pieces. So as long as you're keeping your hours up, which is pretty simple to do, then you are welcome to come back any single time at all and move forward. And we don't charge to put in your yearly hours or anything like that as well. You'll find that, yes, some people say to us, the cost it's up there. Yeah, it is. Why? Because it's everything all in one. You don't have to worry about having lots of other costs coming after that or anything else building up on you. It's all there for you right from the very beginning. And then we don't nickel and dime you the whole rest of the way through. And there's a lot of courses that, yes, they might be a little bit cheaper to start with, but then you've got yearly fees, or you've got this, or you've got that. So those are things to think about as well when you are thinking about your course. So that's kind of all my FAQs that I have to run through here with you guys. But I do really want to stress as well that this is our last course of the year coming up. If you get into this last one, we also have a hands-on coming up quickly after that too. So the nice piece is you could get the whole kit and caboodle done even before and start up first thing next year as well. We do have many other courses coming up, so not to worry by any means. We have all of 2022's courses up on our website right now. So they're ready and waiting for you. But this November one, it would be awesome to get you started, because then you're reared and ready to go for 2022 as well. There's also the online option. So don't feel like you have to just get into this one if you get done before 2022 hits. You can also do that online one, but take a peek into it, because it's going to be an amazing course, and that hands-on training is just phenomenal to get you rolling into the new year. And next week, we are going to be starting up a whole different series about this as well. So this is going to be really getting to a different place and learning about what this business actually is for you guys. So make sure you're tuning in next week too. We are going to be back Wednesday, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So tune in next week to make sure you can figure out everything about this course, how it rolls, how the horses work through everything, and really how this is going to benefit you and your life, as well as every single person who ever comes into your arena. Oh, that's another question. Do I have to have an indoor arena? Nope, you sure don't. So anybody who's got that knocking around your brain, just let it go out of there, because you do not have to have an indoor arena to get started. We did it outside for the first 2 years. We know lots of our facilitators who are doing it outside as well. It's just a matter of how do you plan for that and make sure that you are working through everything you need to for it. So we can help you with that too. Any other questions before I take off here, guys? Otherwise, we'll see all you around next week. I can't believe I just babbled all by myself for 25 minutes there. The girl can talk. Okay, I think that's it for questions today. Well, everyone, please do always remember that you are life changers. Do something kind, do something warm and fuzzy, spread a nice word, say a nice Nice little statement to whoever may need it in your life. Take the opportunity to listen to them because we are all life changers. And then please do go and check out our website, equineconnection.ca. If you're looking at upcoming courses, if you're looking at a little bit more about what we're about, we also have women's programs, all sorts of good things on there. Still a tickle, it never went away. Oh my goodness. So yeah, check out our website, equineconnection.ca. Not dying, I promise. And we're happy to answer any questions you may have. For anybody checking this out on replay, throw in your questions there too, because I'm happy to come back and answer them as well. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Colleen, thank you so much. You have a great day as well. And we'll see y'all next week.